Let's talk about coordinate geometry. So, what exactly is the basic idea behind it? Consider a number line centered at 0. It turns out that towards the right of the number line, we have positive values. So, assuming I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And towards the left of the number line, we have negative numbers. -1, -2, -3, -4, and so. Let's take for instance, there's an object at this point, and that object is object P. If you are asked that what is the position of object P, what would be your response? It turns out that a quick response is that point P is at 3 units, and that's a simple way. Similarly, if there's another point or an object over here, and that object is object Q, the position of object Q is indeed equals to -2. A number line is a one-dimensional line, typically a one-dimensional shape. So now, what if I have a point over here? What would be the position of point R? It turns out that we can't locate point R or gives a certain value in terms of position of object R because object R doesn't lie on this number line. So how can we identify the position of point R? And that is where we need to introduce what we call a Cartesian plane, which is also known as a coordinate plane. So how does it work? First, what exactly is a coordinate? Likewise, a plane. Whenever you hear about the word coordinates, think of numbers that tells you the position of an object. And whenever you heard about the word plane, think of a flat surface. Good. Now let's analyze all this so you can see it properly. Let's consider some visual illustration. So I want to get rid of object R just to be able to get its corresponding position. So a plane surface is usually a two-dimensional surface, and a coordinate plane, oh my bad, oops, it's also a two-dimensional surface that look like this. In geometry, the line that is that is vertically above, is known as the length, but in coordinate geometry, we call that an ordinate. This is also known as y-axis, I suppose. Similarly, for the horizontal part, we call that an abscissa. And this can also be called x-axis. Good. Now, with the help of this plane surface, with the help of this Cartesian plane, we can easily locate the position of object R. How? By finding its corresponding value along the y-axis and its corresponding value along the x-axis. Coordinate values are expressed of the form x, y. That is, the x value along the x coordinate will come first, followed by the value along the y axis. And everything will be enclosed within the parentheses. So therefore, if this is y and this is x, then the position of object R will simply be x, y. And that's how it works. Hopefully you got that. And that is the basic idea behind coordinate geometry. So you might be wondering, why does it have business with geometry? It does. Why? Because all points on a coordinate surface forms a two-dimensional shapes, whereby these shapes are classified under geometry. What am I saying next, guys? This point or object R we are talking about, if you could check properly, this point has formed a rectangle. We can't really say it's a square because we don't know the value of the length. So therefore, we can conclude that it's a rectangle because we can clearly say that according to the visual illustration, this length is bigger than this one. So that's how it works. All points on the Cartesian plane usually used to form a two-dimensional shape. It can be a triangle, it can be a rectangle, it can be a square, and so on. So that's why the word coordinate geometry is used as the whole topic of this concept. There are some other terms that are associated with this topic that I want you to be familiar with. So we are going to list them in this video, and the upcoming video we are going to be discussing them one after the other. So what exactly are they? Let's begin with the first one. The first term is known as gradient. We won't really discuss about it in this video, just to list it out. The second term is known as distance between 2 points. The third is known as midpoint of the line joining 2 points. The fourth one is known as equation of a straight line. And the fourth one is known as parallel lines. For the fifth, we have perpendicular lines. For the sixth and for the seventh, we have angle between two lines. Angles between two lines. There are some more other terms that are associated with this topic, but these are the 7 most commonly discussed in all times. So we are going to be looking into them one after the other. At least, hopefully, you gain something tonight in this video. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye for now.